Hello, I'm Angie from MKM Pottery Tools. Today I'm going to show you how to make a little mug like this guy. What also you can do with slab pieces, these are a couple little examples. This as well, I really like RL7, is a little bit bigger. I left a little bit more space and just made a bigger handle. And this one actually was made from LHR roller. It's a long hand roller, so the LHR works fabulous for larger mugs. So today I want to show you how to use the RL24. It has little cattails on it. We're going to make a little mug of it. So this is a roller handle, and what you do is you just pop it open, slide on the roller, and you're ready to go. It's great because it works with the RLs, the RMs, and the RSs. First off, though, what I'm going to do is I'm going to prep my clay. So I rolled this out a little less than 1/4 of an inch. I'm going to take, this is a W11 rib, and smooth it out. Get that canvas print off of there. This not only gets rid of the canvas, but it also compresses your clay. Take it, flip it over, and do it on this side. Good to go. So I'm just going to take the corner of this and just slightly bump it on there so I can follow that line up my clay. When I roll, I only think about rolling. So I just really focus on it. I hold it nice and firm right here, and I like to press my fingers up top as well. After you roll, always lift your clay up. That way it doesn't stick to the table. I like to think about how I want to leave a rim on top. I like that line. It gives it like a little bit of a rim and like a glaze line. So I'm using a template. It's about 9 by 3 1/4 inches. It makes a nice little perfect mug. All right, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and smooth out this rim. Use my finger, smooth that out. Give it a nice round edge. And then flip it over and do the same thing on the other side. Now that I have the rim smooth, I'm just going to put this aside for a second. And I'm going to think about this, and this is going to be my bottom of my cup. So if you can see, I have the texture rolled out. So I'm just going to flip that over, and then I'll put this aside and save that for the bottom of my cup. I need to taper the connections just to make it a little easier for the cup to come together. So cut this at a slight angle. Flip that over and then do the same angle. Maybe just bring that back a little bit more. Give it a little bit more. Okay, so now I'm going to bring that cup together, the slab together. The slab's still fairly wet, so I can sneak away with not slipping and scoring. But before I bring it together, I do want to smooth this line out. It likes to crack right there, so I always like to just add a little bit more pressure to that rim just to make sure that I don't get any cracking. Now that I got the pressure to the outside, I just want to do the same thing to the inside. I like to use a finger roller just to give it a little bit of a design. This is FR5, it's like a little rope. Just pick that up, just roll it up. So before I put it on, put the bottom on, I'm just going to round this. So this is a rim rounder. It just helps round it off. And then let's flip it over. I'm going to round the top as well. Okay. Now that I'm round, so I am just going to thin this out just a little bit. And now press down that design on the bottom a little bit so it's not so harsh. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut out around the circle and just leave a little extra clay. Doesn't have to be perfect. I'm going to be cleaning it up with a sham, so I try not to overthink it. So now I have it. I take my sham, I just soften that up a little bit. Okay. So then the bottom is a little bit firm there. Score it in a little bit of water. Okay. Now that I flip this over, I'm going to just take this little roller and just press that down. And then how I left the extra clay there, I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to roll that up the pot. So that seals in, and it also gives it a nice foot. This is really useful for glazing. Now that'll help stop. It's like gives you an area to glaze, and it also can catch any glaze too as well. And now I'm just gonna belly it out a little bit. So I'm gonna be putting my hand in the pot, and I'm probably gonna bunk it up, but it's not a big deal because I can always sham it and put the rim rounder back on. This that I'm using is a makeup sponge, so that'll just help me get in there and just belly that out a little bit. It's nice to have a little bit of curve, so it's not so straight. I want a little bit more. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my sham so I can just get my fingers in there. The sponge works great for things that are a little bit bigger. Right now this area is a little small. There we go. You can kind of see that a little bit better how it's coming out. All right, so I'm just going to press that seam right here a little bit. Seal that in. All right, and then let's sham the rim and we'll get the rim rounders on there as well. The rim rounders are great for taking moisture out of your clay and rounding out the rim. Strap that in there. You can make them yourself. They're just if you throw, they're just a cone, and then you can bisque them. So we'll let this guy sit for a little bit, and then I'll add a handle to him.